Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever time it is for you. I'm not quite sure. I'm literally not there. Anyways, today I'm gonna be showing you what's genuinely in my makeup bag, and what I mean by genuinely is this is like tried and tested. This is always what's in my makeup bag. This is my makeup bag. I'm too embarrassed to show you. But it's from Space NK and it's pink. Anyways, now I actually haven't like made a video and posted it in so extremely long because I've been super busy. I always film on the weekend, but the weekends have been like a whirlwind and I haven't been able to like literally get anything on my camera. I did actually look on my SD card though, and I did see a lot of footage that I just did film but has literally 0 resolution. So I could edit that and maybe post it, but I'm not quite sure. But anyways, today I just wanted to do like old school YouTube sit down video. I never really get to do these, and this whole day I was sat in my room reading when I could have been using the sunlight. But I just thought, who cares? I don't even know who's gonna watch this video. It doesn't even matter like that. Should I have my ears out or in? So it's like 6:36 on a Saturday. My boyfriend's away in China, so I'm not with him, and I'm at home and I can just do this and film. So let's get straight into what's in my makeup bag and just shut the fuck up because that intro was like stupid. Anyway, so this is a pink medium-sized bag from Space NK. I will show you the large size. This is what I use for traveling. There is one makeup thing that I use that isn't in here, but I will tell you why. Basically, I have one thing at home and one at my boyfriend's because they're quite big for a makeup product, hence why it's not in the hair. Anyways, I'm just gonna randomly take stuff out and then show you and explain as to why I use that product. Let's freaking go. So the first thing, I'll try and go in order. Don't actually use any primer. I actually operate just fine without one, but I think if you want smoother skin then, or extra grip, then obviously do. The first thing is my Fenty Ease Drops in shade 7. This is the blurring skin tint. I really like this. I think the shade match is really good, and I'm always happy to spend on like a high end with my base, but also if I wasn't, I would just be using L'Oreal Infallible because she's that girl. I wanted something that was in between a foundation and a skin tint, and this is perfect because once it's on it looks a bit like a foundation but operates like a skin tint. So it's kind of up to you. If you're more skin tinty and you're gonna splurge your money, you're probably gonna like go for Hourglass or something, even though Kylie Skin and Rare Beauty apparently have really good skin tints, but I need to lean more on like the looking like a foundation situ because I have uneven skin tone, dark circles, imperfections, look like arse without makeup basically, so that's why I use this. It's almost empty. Then I have my concealer, which is the Natural Collection Boots Concealer. This is in the shade I do really like, but as you can see it's not extremely white under my eyes. 1W, and it basically comes in this like tubey thing, and it's a doe foot applicator. This could probably be a little bit dry for some people, but honestly, as long as it's doing that, I don't care. My dark circles are like quite subtle, so I don't need like a heavy hitting one. Although like I wouldn't mind, like if I was in the mood to splurge, yeah, I'll try Tarte Shape Tape, which is like a tried and tested like OG. But this is like really cheap, so why the F not? What else do I do after that? Okay, powder. So this is one of the things that I'm talking about that I don't keep in my makeup bag because it's too big, and where I need to do my makeup, my place and my boyfriend's, I keep one in each place. So for translucent powder to set both of those things, I use the Laura Mercier powder, and when I'm at his, I use the NARS light reflecting loose powder. I'm not that picky with loose powders, to be completely honest, and I think I've just been lucky with the fact that I get on with this and I get on with the NARS as well. The NARS one is slightly more brightening under my eyes. I use this under my eyes and maybe all over my face, but NARS is just under the eyes because I use a different powder for the rest of my face, which I do keep in my makeup bag, and that is the Relove by Revolution Super Matte Powder. This has pink clay and niacinamide, I don't know what for. And I use the shade Beige. So this actually does not come with a powder puff. This is what it looks like. I've already hit pan on that, and I got these from Superdrug in a 2-pack, so I keep one here, and it's very easy. And I think with this as my base, it doesn't really transfer that much, so I'm really happy with this one. Again, cheap and cheerful. I actually used to work at like a high-end / luxury beauty skincare makeup fragrance place, so I've tried a lot of things, and I will say like the majority of the stuff that I use now is actually drugstore. But again, like if you love to really splurge on makeup and skincare, like do your thing. But I feel like I've just really found what's worked for me without having to like absolutely punch my fucking bank account in the face. Anyways, this is another thing that I use at home and keep on at my boyfriend's. Again, the only other place that I need to be able to do my makeup. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked palette, the elephant one. This came out ages ago, so this fell out. I don't know what that is, and I only use one thing here, and that is this bronzer. As you can see, it's broken off a little bit. That is what I use as a bronzer when I'm at my boyfriend's. I'm pretty sure it's definitely a NARS bronzer. Again, these came out ages ago. I don't know if they release them yearly. This is Laguna, but I know the one that I have at his is probably a touch darker, so I might be using Casino. So that does not go in my makeup bag. I actually put one in his house so I wouldn't have to carry around something as big as that. Anyways, then blush. So I ran out of the Laura Mercier Strawberry Blush. That's been my favorite for like a couple of years. I actually never ever change my blush. I always use that, but it ran out and I needed something that day because we were going out. So I literally just went to the shops and I picked up this Revolution. Again, it performs completely fine. I think maybe more higher end blushes have a bit more of a buttery smoothness. I didn't opt for NYX Butter Blush because I didn't know if I wanted this shimmery, and I was always using matte blush, so I've probably done it a little bit patchy. But I don't really have many complaints about this, to be honest. They had very limited options on blush in Superdrug in that area at the time, so I was kind of stuck with this colour. I think it's fine, and it is actually kind of looks close to Strawberry by Laura Mercier. I think it looks a bit different on my cheeks though, so the only thing I would change about this is probably the colour. But again, I was pretty limited and I needed it that day. Then for eyebrows, I've always said, if you've watched any of my other videos and I'm talking about makeup, I never use anything expensive for my eyebrows because I'm able to do this. I haven't been able to do my eyebrows perfectly recently, but that is my own skill issue. I just use the medium brown brow pencil from Revolution. So it's double-ended spoolie and wind up. So my hair was brown, so I would actually even purchase blonde sometimes to get that like lighter effect, but I don't mind having the same colour eyebrows as my hair. Usually I make them lighter, but it's absolutely fine. Like, it's £4 and I needed it anyway. But tried and tested, there's nothing wrong with it. Such an easy repurchase. I don't ever see myself using anything else. Then again, going with my cheap and cheerful theme here, I used the 17 Precise Definition Tinted Gel, and I use this. The shade has rubbed off. Again, tried and tested, like, I usually used to use the Collection Clear Lash Mascara. The fuck is that noise? I decided to randomly switch to that. I guess I prefer a little bit of pigment now, but yeah, that's that. And then what do I do next? Sometimes I do eyeshadow, so I do actually keep this in my makeup bag. This is a Fermotti 12 color eyeshadow and I really like it. I think it's very simple. It does exactly what I need to do. I don't do crazy eyeshadow. I kind of just do like a slightly cool thing on my eye. I'm not sure how to explain it. Like, I usually just use these colors here and then this one, but I haven't tried the shimmery one actually. It's very subtle. I don't need like tons of pigment. I'm fine with building it up as well, and like it's probably better for me so that I don't overdo it. Basically, my boyfriend asked me if I needed anything from AliExpress because he was buying this thing that was sold out on the Pokemon Center, and then I just linked him this. I just randomly found it because I was like, well, yeah, and it would cost like £2, so obviously I don't have to pay him back, so yeah. And then obviously now eyeliners. So there's 2 pencil liners in here. These are the Maybelline Tattoo Liner because of how good their staying power is. I'm not gonna lie, I bought these for my Christmas party a couple of months ago, and I also bought a shimmery brown color I don't use very often, so it actually does not live in my makeup bag. It's on my makeup desk. Why did I say desk like that? So it's in 900 Deep Onyx and 910 Bold Brown. Very, very reliable. Very nice shade of brown as well. I then also have an MUA Incredibrow Brow Definer. I don't know if they still sell these, but I bought this for my eyebrows thinking it was going to be really skinny like the Revolution one, and it wasn't. So I ended up using this actually as like shadow slash liner. So in the inner corner there's a bit of brown, in the outer corner there's a bit of brown. I saw someone do it to like do like K-pop makeup once, and I've just done it sense. We have one liquid liner. This is from Rimmel. This is the Wonder Ink Precision Eyeliner Pen 001 Black. They actually sent this to me ages ago. I actually don't know. I think I was making TikTok videos at the time and they asked for my address, so then I gave it to them, and then I would receive packages basically almost every month from Rimmel. Did they stop? Yes. I wasn't really posting TikTok videos, which is super fair enough, but honestly, fucking lifesavers, because this is like one of my favorite drugstore eyeliners ever. I've never really had an issue with it. So easy to put on, and I also have it in brown, but again does not live in my makeup bag because I opt for black liner 99 to 100% of the time. Then what goes next? Oh, so I'm actually doing my tools last, but this I am going to show you. This is the Kevyn Aucoin eyelash curler. I bought this when I was working at that like high-end whatever fucking makeup beauty skincare store, so this has been like my go-to. It is the best eyeliner ever, 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 ever. To be fair, I haven't tried Shiseido, so can I speak really? No, not really. I'm not sure, but I've never ever felt the need to switch. This makes my lashes, my Asian ass lashes, literally just also like stay for the majority of the day. Like I did my makeup maybe like a couple of hours ago, and my lashes, I don't know if you can see, but in my mirror, they're very much staying up. So yeah. I have two mascaras in here. I have the Rare Beauty mascara in the mini size. The reason why I get mini is because this lasts me so long that I feel like if I get the large size, it might dry out on me for the amount of product that's in there that I didn't really get to use because of how little I need to use this. Because to me, I love this mascara. It really works for me, although I know that a lot of people think it's clumpy and stuff like that, but I genuinely love it. So this was running out and I was in the Netherlands and I saw that they had the Essence Lash Princess, which is significantly cheaper obviously, and I had heard so much about it, but in the UK it's pretty hard to get Essence because it's stocked at some store called Wilko, and now it's being stocked in some Primarks, but even when I go to Primark and I see the Essence stand, they never have this, so I have to order it online, but not for the price that it's actually worth. Like it's always more expensive to a point where you might as well just go and get a Maybelline mascara if you wanted a drugstore mascara. Doesn't make any sense. So I bought two of these, and my boyfriend's sister lives in the Netherlands, so if I ever wanted another one, I could just ask her if she could get me another Lash Princess. So yeah, this is the mascara that I'm wearing now. I'm really happy with it. I was kind of scared of how clumpy it looked on the brush, but I actually embraced the clump, and it turns out having a clumpy brush makes for better lashes, and it doesn't have to be clumpy, you just comb it out. So I'm very, very happy with this one. Next to my lips, I'm not a lip liner girl because I have this like double line around my lips, so it's really hard to do because my lips are like that. I'm not going to say weird because I don't want anyone to feel insecure. If you have the same lips as me, you're probably fine, but I just cannot get a grasp of this. So I don't do lip liner, I just do the e.l.f. Ecstatic Core Hydrating Shine Lip Gloss. So it's like a tiny bit darker, so there's this tiny bit in the middle that I think is meant to help hydrate. It's like jelly, it looks like jelly. So this is a dupe for Clinique Black Honey, and I don't buy expensive stuff for my lips because it always comes off when I eat. It always comes off when I eat, so I'm not going to spend loads of money on that. Then I have the Rimmel Butter Me Up Lip Gloss. Again, this is something that Rimmel sent me and I didn't know that I would love until I got it. This bangs, this slaps, this is so good. It's so juicy and glossy. I can't go a day without wearing this. I just feel naked. I used to actually just wear this, but yeah, the only downside is, I guess, when you like, it's a bit, yeah. But this is in the shade Bubblegum, 002 Bubblegum. The best, I love. So many people use this, big up Rimmel. Then we have my tools. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tools. So the first one is the Real Techniques 200 brush. This is also called the Expert Face Brush, which I use for my foundation and my concealer, and sometimes my powder, depending on if I'm lazy. I also have this for my powder. This is the Hourglass Angled Foundation Brush. It's meant for liquid, but it's actually really nice to do powder because of how good quality Hourglass brushes are. Then I use this blush brush. No one ever uses this for blush. I don't know why they call it that. This is from Real Techniques as well, the blush brush. This is for bronzer. And then I use this slanted Superdrug. I used to use a Real Techniques small blush brush, but again, it's very, very small. I didn't mind it at first, but then I just bought this randomly, and I actually really like this end. It might feel like you can't blend it, but I actually use the other end to blend. So this is only for blending. Product doesn't go on this brush. Then if I'm doing my eyeshadow, I need eyeshadow brushes. So I've got 2 of these. One's more wide for blending and one's more for packing it on. These are both from Superdrug because I don't know if I found any Real Techniques eyeshadow brushes at that time. I don't know where I was, but yeah. And then I also have this Be Chic spatula. So this is from Daiso in Korea. This cost me like maybe, couldn't have been more than £3. And I just do this with my Fenty, and it helps like not waste product and not have to use more than you need in case it gets absorbed by whatever the fuck. But yeah, that is my makeup bag. Also, I'm trying to film a what's in my bag video tomorrow because I will be up out and about before I leave to go and meet my mum, and it should be sunny, so all of this will be lit up instead of looking like, I don't know, I've just been kidnapped. And also, again, annoying view of my room because that blind is broken. It's still not fixed. I haven't fixed it. I don't know how. I kind of want to do maybe like a skincare video. I recently did a re-up, and you know, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of one of my skincare products. This is the Hamel Glow Essence. Look how cool. They changed the pump. So this is the old one. I think they have this. So this is not a pump. Don't know why I said that. The only downside is it smells a bit witch hazily. Anyways, that is my freaking makeup bag. Like my makeup and shit like that. I'll see you in the next video. Oh shit. I want to become a little bit more regular with my videos again because I was on a roll. I posted 7 videos in a month and then I stopped. But that's always the way. Again, I don't know how to end videos, but see you next time.